Stifler, ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10, starting with you. Go ahead.
Maybe like a 6.
Okay.
9.
7. 10 in Jesus' eyes.
Yes.
That's like Godfidence.
Godfidence?
I love that.
Like confidence in God
Yes.
merged together? Okay.
We're rating ourselves?
Yeah, your own self-assessment of your physical appearance.
I think I'm a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess by the world standard, if I'm going to rate myself after having 2 children, I'd probably give myself an 8.
10.
I mean,
Stunning.
I'm not where I'd like to be. I'm
I'm
not
sorry.
where
I thought it was muted. Okay.
What?
Huh?
What? I mean, I'm not physically perfect, and that's okay. Like, I'm humble enough to admit that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Why are you laughing? Enlighten me.
Andrew, why are you laughing, Andrew?
I'm being honest.
Are you thinking about your
Andrew.
wife, Andrew? Stop it.
Andrew, how dare you? How dare
How old are you?
I'm 37.
Yeah, when you were 27, were you a 10?
I probably would have rated myself a 10. I looked pretty good.
Of course you would have. Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing, right? Is there is something, and this has been something you've been suffering from all night, called cognitive dissonance and a inability to grasp what is reality. There is no fucking universe in which you are an 8. Now, the thing is
that's
that
a bit harsh.
that's not me being
Perspective is
mean
different.
even.
Beauty
I'm
is
just giving you
different in people's
objective reality. That is an
Beauty is different in
objective
other
standard
people's
that
eyes.
there's nobody on planet Earth who would disagree with that standard.
Do you want to rate yourself?
I'd be scared to now.
No.
Beauty is different. in
No,
everyone.
I mean, I just think he's
Go ahead.
very
Just
opinionated
if you
man.
can't, just-
I'd say like a 5.5. I'm really happy with that.
Okay. All right. There you go.
I'm a 20, 25, maybe 30.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
all.
I give myself a 5. I'm a 5.
Since we're all going to be delusional
Give him
tonight,
5.
I'll just go with the maximum number I can think of.
He's going max
Take a
delusional.
gajillion.
Max.
Yeah.
Max delusional.
So I'm curious.
Wait, who's the highest? Who was the highest
You're
here?
a
You?
solid 10.
Did you say 9?
I think I said a 9.
You said you're
I
9?
said 10.
Oh, no, so sorry. Yeah, you said you were 10.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I like the poking of the bear, so I'll take this one. I said a 5.5. I still have.
But I didn't say anything was wrong with your answer.
You said everyone seems to be delusional, so I was just like, all right, I'm open to criticism on that one. So.
Killer
Yeah,
of
but do you
Cereal
actually believe you're
donated
5.5?
$200.
Like, honestly?
So if smoking a cig is the same as sucking a peen, then what if the guy with whom the peen is being sucked is smoking a cig at the same time? Is he also sucking a peen, or is he smoking a cigarette?
What is this?
Oh, it's all the same, bro. You know, it's all the same. Yeah, if you go rob little old ladies and then beat their brains in on the street, that's
God.
the same
Whoa.
as stealing a penny, bro. Come on. Like, use your brain. I don't know what's wrong with you. But anyway, back to this. Do you
Thank you,
honestly
Killer Cereal.
think
Thank you,
that
Killer
that you're a 4? So I'm a 4 objectively, right? Maybe less. I understand that. Like that's objective reality.
I give you like a solid 6.
But do you really are
Solid
you
6.
doing that because it's a humble brag, or are you doing it because it's actual objective reality? Like this is a problem we run into all the time, right? Trying to determine what you actually think. And I think that a lot of women hide their answer. They don't really think that. Sometimes they just try to humble brag. And so I'm just curious, like, is it actually true? Do you really honestly think you're a 5?
A 5.5. Yeah, I think I work out. I still have a decent 6-pack. I don't smoke. Like physically fit. The reason why, like, I think I'm a little bit lower is like I have scoliosis. So if I'm not holding my posture properly, then it's not the most, like, I look like I'm slunching over.
And you think that that's an honest answer, right?
I think that's an honest, like,
Well, then
again,
let me ask you if you can give me another honest answer. Do you agree with the assessment of the girl who's sitting right next to you who just told us that at 37 she's an 8?
I'm not the host of this podcast.
Yeah,
so I
you're
don't
not
have
going
to
to answer that
that.
fucking
But
question, are you?
I think.
I didn't think you were going to answer that. It's all about honesty a second ago.
Okay.
Right?
All right. I'll give, because at this point, I think your self-love is great, but I think the scales they use in the past of like the most beautiful woman in the world, outside of skills and personality, like an 8 is like Angelina Jolie when she was doing the Golden Globes in that dress,
Yeah.
right? I think I
we
would.
only lower it.
I would be a little bit
Angelina
more,
Jolie. Oh my god.
like most beautiful woman in the world,
Yeah.
right? So that's why I'm like, okay, like halfway mark, maybe I'll give myself a 0.5 because I've got some good genetics on that. You know, that's where I went with mine.
Yeah.
Do you think you're better looking than she is?
Me to Angelina Jolie?
Yeah.
God,
no. To the chick next to you. It's all honesty, right? We're all being honest here. Isn't it all about
Give me
honesty?
somebody
Everybody
my-
in this room is better looking
Give
than
me
me.
somebody my own
That's the honest thing.
age, because it's hard to compare. Like, I can't compare with you. Like,
Well, I thought you just got done saying we have an objective standard. Yeah, you can compare.
I think in men's eyes, if we were both wearing the exact same outfit and they were going to approach one, it's blonde hair, blue eyes, a little bit younger, I think, at that point. But,
Unless the men prefer brunettes.
yeah, see,
It's beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
yeah.
You know.
Do you
I'm
think
a-
that the
I'm a
fact that
10 to
she's
my
37
husband,
might
so it's
also
all
have
good.
something to do? Do you think maybe the fact that she's 37 might also have something to do with that?
And that's
like,
what I
honestly?
said. Give me somebody who's the same age, and like I'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah, same age, same whatever, cool. But it's like she's already had 2. She's 37. Like how
Mm-hmm.
like
It doesn't seem a little bit delusional to you? Like a little tiny bit that that's the answer?
Don't you think she looks great? Like, especially like, how old are you
I'm
again?
not saying. Listen, I'm not
37,
saying
I'm
that.
almost 40.
I'm not
You're
saying. I'm not
like, oh
saying
my
anybody here looks
God.
bad. I'm saying everybody here,
And her outfit's
as
eating.
opposed to me especially, is beautiful, great. But that doesn't mean that the standard doesn't exist. She just got done saying there's an objective standard. I'm like, but you can't compare, really? She's like, well, okay, that actually doesn't make any sense. But she's trying to be nice, right? She's trying to be nice. I want to
No,
nicely do this.
she said her
It's like,
because she said
it's
like a man that
delusional,
would-
right? Come on, it's delusional. You know it is.
I
Just say it's
honestly
delusional.
don't care what you think I rate as because I am a 10 to my husband and I'm married. I'm not on the market. I never will be on the market. So it honestly doesn't
And you
matter.
should be a 10 to your husband. Great. I'm sure my wife thinks I'm a 10 too, but I'm fucking not. So the thing is like, great. I'm glad that he thinks that. More power to him. He should think that. It's fantastic. But back to objective reality.
Do you like the hairstyle, Andrew? I'm like,
It's you're really doing it tonight, bro.
am I pulling it off?
You need his little curly that hangs down.
Am I pulling it off?
Yeah,
Andrew?
well, you gotta, you
How
have
do you
to do
style
it in
it?
such a
Curly
way
adds a point
where it
with
looks like it's
curly.
okay if you're wearing a leather jacket to pick your teeth with a switchblade. That's the key.
Okay,
I
I'll
think
be
you're
I'll be
almost
back.
there.
I'll be back.
So anyway, yeah, back to this. I'm not even trying to pitch against one another. I'm just saying if there is an objective standard, right, and you agree that there is, then these women's answers are not in any way credible to the
I just think
standard,
for me,
right?
I'm not comparing myself to an Angelina Jolie. I'm comparing myself to myself because I don't live in a world of comparison. I don't sit and compare myself to the women sitting
Well, then how do you
across
know?
from me or next. Because I compare myself to what I once looked like.
And didn't you say, okay, I get it,
Mm-hmm.
but then you would be using the objective standard of the world.
Right.
There's
so-
no other way. There's no
I
other
mean,
standard
but
you
I'm
could
not
be
sitting
using, right?
comparing myself to other women. I'm saying, okay, when I look at myself when I was like 21, like I was at my best version of myself, maybe 25, best version of myself. As I've been aging, obviously, compared to what I used to look like, I would deduct points from myself. But I'm not sitting here comparing myself to
Nashu
like any
Nabul donated
beautiful actress.
$200. Wow, blonde girl, I give you props. You may be the only woman on this channel to ever be honest with the ratings. Regardless of the other crap you said tonight, I'm gonna give you a W for that.
With a capital, it's going to be capital W, right? So she did say there's an objective standard. She made sure that she wasn't in any way, shape, or form a hypocrite with that standard. That's why I asked her if that's true. Can you just tell us if these women's ratings are true or false? Tell us.
I'm not the host of the podcast.
No,
I
you
don't have to
don't
do
want
that.
to?
No, I'm Canadian. Give me a break, man.
Neutral.
That goes against
right, fair
every
enough,
part
fair
of our code.
Okay. Just saying. I feel like if you were to respond, though, that you would say that a little bit of delusion in the room, yeah? And by the way, I've been sitting exactly where you're sitting, and I know that on camera, all these women look way better than they do in person. I'm just going to say, right? That's an observation that I've made being there many times. So,
Is it good? Doesn't look good. guys.
are they delusional?
Looks great.
He's got it.
You look like a 10, bro.
There you go. Thank you. I'll send you a switchblade, bro.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very
So
much.
are they delusional?
I think the
Is
world
that
wants us
who's
to
asking?
compare, but I think all
She's not gonna answer. Come on, answer. Are they delusional? Are they wrong?
Canadian code. I gotta live in America at least for a month before I have the balls to be able to say that one.
All right.
she needs her visa.
I got that. I got that. I'm legally allowed to work here, but the maple syrup has to drain from my veins, so I'm not so sweet.
I like that. That's good.
Good talk.